Hey, also, you know, I do HVAC refrigeration, C20 contractor. But with freezers, people getting stuck in there. Lodo was lockout, tag out. People getting stuck in like Walmart. That girl got stuck in an oven, and what happened there. And there's safeties and everything like that. And like with the freezer, they used to have an axe in there in case you want to ask somebody a question, but it's too dangerous to have an axe right there. In case you had to chop your way out. But there's a door release. There's a switch you can turn off, so it'll kill the evaporator part of it. Um, I mean, unless it's I don't know. Some of the stuff that you see is made up. There's the biggest thing is safety. Safety for sure. Because there's a lot of dangerous stuff. Don't take any chances. I mean, safety glasses on, hard hat, whatever. People like when I had my motorcycle KLR 650, no skin below the chin. Helmet. I'd wear everything. I have my motorcycle license. I sold it because I was in a relationship I'm not in anymore. So you know, other than my mental state, I lost a lot of shit. And the thing is, you figure it out. I told the dude, bro, from another high, I go, we're men. We figure it out. No one else is going to figure it out for us. Honestly, the women are here for money, and that's pretty much it. And then when something happens to you mentally, whatever, and you're not as good as you were, you're broken. You know what I mean? I tell everybody that Honey Girl and I, look at her, beautiful soul. It's gonna leave us to have her. We're on the island of misfit toys, but what a cool island that is. They're broken toys. Nobody wants to play with them, but they're the coolest toys. You know, and you know, that's it. But yeah, you could either drink the Kool Aid or not. But if it's grape flavored, of course you got to put a lot of sugar in it. Yo, and frazzles are good, but a lot of sugar in those too. But sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Sugar. But I've been electrocuted a lot. Other than my brain, well, my whole body. People like leaving stuff on. And I was in a hurry. Sometimes I had to keep the power running, and I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess. And it just kind of makes you realize that honestly, I'm being very motivational. Nobody cares about you. That's motivation right there. Don't think that anybody really cares about you because they don't. Nobody gives a shit about you. If you have money, they care about your money. Okay. If you have stuff, they care about your stuff. You know, the bro that I'm helping out cares about my skills. Everybody goes like, "You got skills?" Yeah. I thought I'd help you out because you're cool. If I don't like you anymore, I won't help you out. But I lose shit. I've lost a lot of shit over that. People I don't really care about anymore. I could walk away. I could have made money on all these situations. But why would I sell my soul? Beautiful soul, never selling my soul. Okay? That's what it's about. You sell your soul, what do you got left? Nothing. What if they said money's worth nothing? You know, People remember who you are. At least I do. They haven't sucked my brain out that far with the electricity. I mean, you know, if you burn people, eventually, it's going to come around to you, and they're going to go, "Oh, I know who you are." I remember everybody. Okay, you know, faces. Unless you change your face, you know. But anyways, do whatever you want to do. Just realize that every action deserves an equal opposite reaction.